There was a man that owned a huge business establishment. He was rich and very generous. He had chain of marine vessels and corporate outfits. He had a lot of staff too. The only problem he had was there were a lot of losses and theft from his staff. He didn't have a good way to account for the sales, costs and expenditure his company incurred every day. He thought to himself, how am I going to trap these losses? I have a large establishment that makes sales every day, but all the time my staff tell me that we didn't make profit. So where were all the profits going to? Something is not right here. He went to the pub to take a drink. He was frustrated, downcast. Sitting at the pub, his friend sitting there asked him, mate, why are you looking so confused? He sighed. I feel like closing down my company. Why? His friend asked. That's really serious, his friend added. My staffs are ripping me off, the rich man responded. Every day I have clients trooping in and out of the company and we make huge sales every day. But at the end of the month they always post losses or very little profit. I am fed up and want to shut the whole thing down. Wow, that's a tough one, mate. His friend said, I understand everything you have told me about your company and that you want to shut it down, but can I ask you a question? Go ahead, the rich entrepreneur said. Do you know how to calculate your expenses, sales and costs for every month? Why would I? After all, I employed staff to do that, the rich entrepreneur chimed. Ha 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 ha, he laughed. Why are you laughing at me? The rich entrepreneur frowned. Pardon me, mate, for laughing, but having staff doesn't mean you wouldn't check the books to make sure everything goes well. You have to ask for a report from your staff and check if there are any loopholes. To prevent those losses, you have to apply some math skill. The rich entrepreneur looked at his friend with a knowing look. Wow, that's splendid. Now I got the pieces of the puzzle together. He exclaimed excitedly. Thanks, mate, he said with a handshake. I got to leave now. I need to get my acts together. The next day he called his staff demanding the complete company's financial summary report from inception till date. At this point some of them became jittery and uneasy as they had a lot to hide and were taken unawares. From that day the rich young entrepreneur never had an unaccounted loss. His math skills saved his company. Thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed this story. Subscribe to Easy Maths Tutor channel for more episodes of Easy Math Stories.